Increase your sacrifice or decrease your desire. Now, first things first, I'm talking to two traders here. I'm talking to the trader who thinks they're doing a lot, thinks they're having sacrifice, they might sacrifice here, they just have no spurts of motivation, and then they lose it 2 to 3 days later. But I'm really mainly talking to the trader who's in the thick of it right now. The one who's maybe been doing this 2, 3, 4, 5 years and still has not seen the outcome. That's the trader I'm talking to because I was recently there. I was recently you. I was a trader who sacrificed sleep. I was up all night, all-nighters, multiple all-nighters of studying YouTube videos, podcasts, back testing, doing every little thing up all night to get further in my journey. I was a trader who spent $5,000 in my first year. You think I saw a return of that? No. And combines and prop firms and mentorship. I started out in, I'm really here for future traders, but I started out in Forex when shit was starting to get a little rocky, you know? Shit was cheap, but then you finally start to see some light and then boom, the shit's gone. The prop firm disappeared. So I came up in that journey. And so again, $5,000 spent my first year, and I haven't seen a return of that. I don't think until year 3, but really this year, I really started to make an edge in that. Now, I'm the trader who sacrificed friends and family who wanted to see me out late night, or who I thought, or friends and family, put it like that, who I thought wanted to see me grow. But when I said, hey bro, I need to stay home tonight because I need the back test, I need to get some charts, I need to study this last week, who would get upset or secretly kind of like pushed me off because they didn't understand I wanted a better future for myself. I came from great sacrifice like that. But in that journey, in that times of sacrifice by myself, it taught me a lot. First things first, it taught me to be more disciplined, more patient, because I became a better person myself. I became more disciplined in the gym, boxing. I'll probably post a show a photo or something like that. I came ripped. I was locked in, show up every day, road work, off, you know, on my days off, not in the gym, I'm running, I'm getting extra miles in. It taught me to be more disciplined, more locked in, more focused. It taught me to lock in, put the extra road work until I figured it out. Because ultimately I learned how to be patient, which brought me to my strategy GF13, which has taught me to become, through great times of sacrifice, that's now has my strategy of edge and helped me become a consistently profitable trader. Through that time of sacrifice, I was able to be in a state of quietness to myself and learn and actually grow to learn my own strategy. Like GF13 is mine. Gold Flow 13, that's all me. That's through times of sacrifice that I was able to build that, because I was able to see things other traders who were sacrificing wasn't able to see. And now they're taking signals, or they're still stuck, or they're unprofitable because they can't take the time to sacrifice, have some alone time, and get further. All right, first thing first, without further ado, I'm Roderick. This is episode 2 of Raw Talks. Again, let me know if you guys like these more. Again, we're just getting started. This is episode 2. I thought I was gonna be done with episode 1 with some heat. Episode 2, I'm right back to you guys. Let me know if you guys like these in the comments. Let me know if you guys would like me to talk about anything, touch on anything that a lot of traders touch on, because I'm sure it's probably in my head somewhere and I can give you guys some game. Without further ado, please like, follow, subscribe, and share it to a fellow trader, because I believe these Raw Talks may help somebody out there. Now, let me go ahead and tell you guys a quick little story. It was 2024, so it's 2026 now. 2024, March, and you already know the weather's turning. I'm from Ohio, by the way. So the weather's turning from cold to hot. You know, the birds are chirping, the tulips are coming out, and it's spring break time. Oh yeah, if you know what that means. If you know, you know. It's Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Everybody about to be outside. The whole month of March, every college, everybody about to be outside. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you had to be there, it was one of those like you're either on social media like, damn, I was there, or you was there. You know what I'm saying? So this time was rolling around, and the boys is like, let's pop out. Miami boys trip. Come on now, you already know what it's about to be. It's about to be lit. We out all night. Nobody can stop us. But here I am in the thick of my journey thinking, yeah, that'd be cool. It's about to be a couple $1,000 trip. It's like, I got it, but I'd rather invest this money into my training, into my thinking, into my trading, and like myself. So I was like, you know what? it's gonna be a great sacrifice because I'm already knowing I'm about to be on social media all week scrolling like, damn, that happened. It's like that one day of school you don't go to and shit popped off. Yeah, I knew it was gonna be like that, but every single day. But I was like, you know what? I'm willing to sacrifice this time to better myself and build multiple memories of this exact same thing. I'm ready. I'm a week of getting lit, being a DJ to if it's not really my desire as much now, but I could have a month of being a DJ because I learned the skill of trading. So I was like, all right, let me sacrifice this time. So a lot of people, to a lot of people that would get FOMO, be pissed off, and they say, fuck it, let's go. Thank God I don't got FOMO, because I was like, let's do it. I wanna better myself. I'm obsessed with bettering myself to become better. Sacrifice the time. The resulted from that, I passed 3 Top Step combines in a matter of 2 to 3 days, 3 days at longest. Passed, like, I think it was 2 of them in 2 days, the third one on day 3, and that Friday, I was halfway on another one. So, which I ended up ultimately passing that following Monday. So 4 Top Step combines passed in very, very little time, short time. And what came from those combines? A $3,000 payout. A $3,000 payout because I sacrificed. Now I was about to go spend $3,000 to $5,000 and get lit and be stupid and be down and come home like, damn, it was fun, but now I'm broke. But instead I was able to turn it around, get better, build a skill, and ultimately make some money. I damn near doubled what I was about to spend. I matched what I was about to spend. I grew from it. That's just one story. All right, we're back. So I had a little bit of technical difficulties. It's raining out here, but I'm in such a flow state and the gyms are coming. I gotta get it to you guys. So my days look like this. Wake up, go to work, trade in my little bit of time of trading, or like wake up, trade, go to work, boxing on days I have boxing, boom, straight to trading. Get home, straight to trading. All right, this started raining a little harder, but I gotta finish. Like I was saying, I would come home straight from work and then straight to trading. Eat, straight to trading. I get my Chipotle because I didn't even want to make food at home. I wanted to get, as soon as I can get to trading, I wanted to get there. And I used to do that every single night for years. So it wasn't just like, it was like small little sacrifices that amounted to something big that overall has got me here. Like I'm chilling now. I'm out of the rain now. But those little tidbits of sacrifice every single day, and this is probably where you are right now. You're probably exactly where I was about a year and a half ago, to where I'm at home watching YouTube, looking for that little bit of motivation. And I'm here to tell you that get past the motivation, get discipline. It's going to suck, because it did suck, but have fun in the journey as well. Because to get up every day and like know that every day you're getting 1% better, it's fun. It's fun. Fall in love with it. So fall in love with the work, fall in love with the journey, fall in love with your sacrifices. Look at your sacrifices like it's one penny in the bank. And every day, if you put a penny in the bank every single day, before you know it, boom, you got $1. Few more, boom, you got $1. Compounding, and with this one, it's compounding interest. So so you're putting in a penny, and it's like God in the universe is giving you another penny that you can't see. And every day it's adding up, and before you know it, that piggy bank breaks. So every day, show up, put the work in, and keep going. Keep going. Even when it's tough, keep going. Now, I know we're traders, so we like to talk about the charts a lot. So let me get technical with you guys real quick. Let me talk about the charts a little bit. You can't sacrifice, and these are small sacrifices that add up over time. You can't sacrifice a little bit of patience. Instead, you overtrade, you revenge trade, you can't stay disciplined, and overall, you're not consistent. Because you can't sacrifice a small gain for ultimately a change in your life. You can't sacrifice something small, as in waiting a few more minutes, another day, for a better trade, because you want short-term gains for something that, if you're a little bit more patient, again, a day compared to your whole life is a little bit of patience. You can't sacrifice that little bit of decision-making to change your life and your family's life. You can't sacrifice that little bit. Because even if you do overtrade, revenge trade, and you make that trade back, I was speaking to this trader the other day, this student who is about to get enrolled in with the mentorship and everything, and I'm gonna turn him around, get him right, get him locked in. But he said one of his biggest problems was consistency, and he's done it before. He's passed accounts. He's been funded before. He's gotten payouts before. I think his best payout was 5,000. So he's done it before, but he's not consistent because he's overtraded to get there. He's gambled to get there. He's revenge traded to get there. So it's like, yeah, you got it, but it doesn't feel real because here you are looking for mentorship, which again, we're gonna get him locked in, we're gonna get him right because you have all the skills. And again, trading is not hard, it's simple, it's easy. I believe, especially you spent like 6 months to a year, and some of you guys have been in this game for a long time. So it's like you guys have the skill to do it, but you're not willing to sacrifice a little bit to change your life. So it's like, if you're not willing to do that, like, what are we really here for? So it's like, even if you do overtrade and revenge trade and get that extra trade, and like you're able to get payouts funded, you don't build real-time consistency because now you're in a spot to where years from later, like you robbed your future. Him doing that or you doing that, because I've been there before. You doing that robs your future self because you don't have consistency. It's not consistent. You can't consistently gamble in this game and win. And if you have, you're an outlier. Congrats to you. But the majority of people who can and should be succeeding cannot do that. So it's like sacrifice a little bit, 10 more minutes. Because how many times have you actually been on the charts? You overtrade 10 minutes. You're like, damn, I lost a little bit more patience. There go my A+ setup right there. So it's like, why can't you sacrifice that little bit? And then it's like, some of you will be taking trades that don't even make sense. It's not even in their game plan. Yet you still take it. You over leverage, you overtrade. And like now you're getting a false reality that if it worked this time, maybe I could do it again. Or it's like what's that saying? Like you fall to your standard or something like that. So it's like once you become consistent again and something knocks you off, you remember that old time, or that one time you revenge traded and you were able to get it back, and now you're there again. And probably 9 times out of 10 this time, you don't get it back like you did that first time. So like you're costing yourself your future of becoming a consistently profitable trader because you can't be patient enough. You can't sacrifice a little bit longer. And it's like in the long run, being patient is better overall because now it teaches you, again, discipline, and it teaches you delayed gratification, which is like really patience is. And you don't have that because you want it now. You want it quick. But name me one consistently profitable trader who has gambled their way into profitability. So it's like, why do you keep doing it? Why do you still sit here and take stupid trades when you know you're not supposed to? Why do you still sit here and believe that, bro, let me just take one more trade? That's going to be the answer to you changing your future, changing your present. It's not. And if it is, it's like, do you really want to be the one that, like, what's that going to do, or what type of person is that going to grow you into in the long run? So as I continue, increase your sacrifice or decrease your desire. It doesn't take a lot because in the long run, we're in that field. Why did you get into trading? Because if you lock in, once you lock in, you can change your life, your family's life, everybody's life around you. You can do what you want. Financial freedom, time freedom, location freedom. You can have it all, but it's on the other side of you sacrificing a little bit of time. Again, a little bit of time in the grand scheme of things that is going to change your future. Like right now, as I wake up, I trade in a time that, and it's about the lightning, man, the thunder. I trade in a time that, there it goes. I trade in a time that I take one trade a day, wait for my A+ setup, because I know if I'm patient enough to do that one time a day, in the long run, I will make money and be able to do what I want. That's the root cause of it. It's like, okay, if I could take one trade a day, sometimes it's 2 trades a day, but for me, it's one trade. If I take one trade a day, make sure it's my A+ setup. If I could do this once a day, everything I want's on the other side. That's what it is for all of us. If you can wait and be patient for that one perfect trade. Now, it might not be one perfect trade because it might be, maybe you take more trades, maybe you're in the market deep, But it's like a lot of people aren't built for that because you think you can, but then one thing happens or you take two losses. You take two perfect losses in a row. Now you feel like you got to get it back. So I challenge you to focus on one good trade a day. One good trade a day. And I promise you, if you could do that, everything you want's on the other side. Because that's all it takes. But sometimes it's a risk thing. Like, okay, put a little bit more risk on. But for some of you, bro, you don't even need that. Because again, you're trying to make millions when all you need is a couple $100. Look at your 9 out of 10 you're working right now. Look at your weekly or your 2 weekly paychecks. The average income is probably like what? Like, let's say 3,000. The average income is 3,000 a month. That's what? I don't know. That's quick math. Long story short, that's less than $1,000 a week. But that's $750 a week. That's $750 a week. You're trying to tell me every day in trading, you can't like you're trying to make $750 every day. That's your problem. Break that $750 up. If you're willing to sacrifice time away from your family, your future family, your kids, if you have kids now, you're willing to sacrifice that little bit of that if you're willing to sacrifice 8 hours a day, 12 hours a day to make that same amount of money, to where if I told you all you have to do is trade for 1 hour, sacrifice that patience, a little bit of time, the time that's going to pass anyways, of not doing anything. The problem is you can't sit there and do anything. You have to feel like you're doing something. You can't sacrifice a few more minutes to wait for a perfect setup. Sometimes the trade doesn't come that day. That's okay. You can't sacrifice a day. You have to go sacrifice 8 hours, 12 hours listening to somebody else dictate your future. But you can't sacrifice 10, 20 minutes to wait for a perfect setup, or a day to wait a perfect setup, a day of not doing shit. I'm not even listening to yourself. Like, I'm my own boss right now. I tell myself every day, I tell my own self every day, wait for the perfect trade. And by doing so, I'm my own boss. I can wake up and do everything. I wake up. Nowadays, I used to be wake up, trade, go to work, and boxing, and then work, and like more work. Nowadays, I'm so locked in because I knew once it clicked, like I just need to be patient. I don't even put as much work in now. It's wake up, trade, go link up with family, my brother. Let's walk all day, and let's brainstorm how we can get better. That's what I get to do all day. I don't gotta go listen to somebody. I don't gotta go clock in. I don't gotta go do some bullshit I don't want to do. I wake up and get to figure out what I want to do that day on a walk. I get to be outside. I get to, you might be watching this while you're at work in a factory, in the office. You might be looking at me saying, look outside, look out a window right now and say, damn, it's beautiful. I'm outside in the rain right now recording a video because I was patient enough to wait for my perfect setup. One trade a day. I'm in the rain right now. I keep wiping my face, I'm wet. I was in the rain recording a video for you guys, trying to tell you guys that on the other side of where you want to be is patience. Sacrifice that time, that little bit of time. Sacrifice that not taking that extra trade. Sacrifice sacrifice equals patience is what this is coming to. I feel like all these videos are gonna round to the same thing, where the end result either comes out to systems or patience, which really is patience. Because sacrifice is having patience. I don't know the direct definition of sacrifice, but it's not doing one thing. In my head, it's not doing one thing. It's giving up something short term to have it maybe in the future. So you can't sacrifice a little bit to change your life. This is big. I'm not talking about sacrifice. I'm not talking about sacrifice that piece of candy so you can do something. I don't know. Something small. Like I'm like, this is huge. Like, this is what you wake up and do every day. This is a big sacrifice. This again, we're not playing small games here. Again, long story short, increase your sacrifice or decrease your desire. If you feel like you've been in this journey for a long ass time, and some people do need that accountability. Some people do need that, hey bro, I need you to be on my ass a little bit, or I need someone to talk to, or because like being in this game alone, I've done it. Being in this game alone, it can be hell, because it's one thing where you have a like-minded crew and leader in front of you to be like, all right, for example, it's if you're sitting in the classroom and the whole classroom throws a piece of, or let me see how I'm gonna put this. If you're trading inside of a trading classroom, I might as well just make it trader related. If you're sitting inside of a trading classroom, it's easier to, if the whole classroom takes one trade and close their laptop or close their computer, it's easy to follow that and come back and do the same thing with the same crew than be by yourself in the room by yourself. Or you probably got this music, or you're just quiet, or when you're by yourself, it's easy to tell yourself. It's easy for yourself to trick yourself when you're by yourself. But so if you're looking for that group, that accountability, that live support, that one-on-one mentorship, that all of it, that live, again, yeah. If you're looking for that, you can apply down below. If you made it this long, I feel like you most definitely should, because not a lot of people are going to make it this long. This is probably one of my longest videos ever, at this raw talk of just rambling, of just going on, of just gems of, if you made it this long, apply down below, because I feel like you're the type of person, especially if you're not where you want to be right now, you're the type of person that deserves it. You're the type of person who just needs that little bit extra, boom, boom. If you made it this far, apply down below. If not, if you feel like if you still want to, if this was enough just to listen to it, and then if it clicked in your head, then just let me know. Overall, like, subscribe. Again, episode 2 of Raw Talks. I'll catch you guys next time. Let me know if you guys have any questions or anything. Till next time. Peace.